On the phone with us right now, Lewis, I'm sure you remember, and sort of thousands and millions of others have heard of Wang Chung, like the mid-'80s.
Sure.
And on the phone with us right now to talk a little bit more about what they're up to these days is Nick Feldman. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Nick.
How you doing, guys?
It's great
We're
to
doing
have
okay.
you.
You sound tired, Nick.
I've been wanging my chungs, it's very tiring work
Exactly.
sometimes.
I'll tell you what's tiring work is having to talk to morons like us all morning.
I
That's
know.
going to be a rough day for you.
We apologize in advance.
It's delightful to talk to you guys, and we're very grateful that you're interested to talk to us. So
Let me ask this question, get it out of the way like you haven't answered this 4 zillion times. What does it mean to Wang Chung tonight? What does that mean?
Well, I think you should go to the Urban Dictionary and check out what to Wang Chung means, because it's become a bit of an expression.
It has.
So check it out. There's loads of all sorts of, some very rude kind of interpretation of what that means. But it's up to you what it means, really, to be honest.
I see.
Actually, it means, it's literally a Chinese musical term, but it means kind of perfect pitch. But that's, I could talk to you very pretentiously about all of that, or it can mean something altogether more light-hearted. It's whatever you want. So go for it.
I'm on Urban Dictionary right now, and I'd like to thank you first for the recommendation. Some of these are not kind to you, and others are not kind to everyone else's testicles. So you're on it.
Wow. We're talking to Nick Feldman from Wang Chung. So you guys, when did you break up? Like
1990, right?
Yeah, we split up, sort of slightly unofficially split up at about 89, 90. So Everybody Fun Tonight and Mosaic album came out in 87.
Right.
Then we did another album after that called Warmer Side of Cool, which came out in 88 or 89. And then we decided to take a break. And then we both went off and did other things. And then kind of got back on the horse again in the 2000s, early 2000s. I think it was 2005 or 6, something like that. So, but yeah, we've always associated with each other in different ways. With Wang Chung, it was directly me and Jack working together, of course. But after we split up, I got a job as an A&R guy at Warner Brothers and Sony, and I used to get Jack in to produce some of the bands I was working with and stuff like that. So we've always associated, and now we're back properly on the horse, gigging again and doing the whole thing, which is a lot of fun.
What was that transition like, becoming an A&R guy? I mean, obviously, I would think you had a lot of insight to prepare some of these younger artists for the things that they might encounter. But for you personally, what was the transition like?
I think it was great, to be honest. I learned so much. I mean, having been the artist and having been someone who has to be responsible for generating all the ideas and stuff like that, or me and Jack having to do that, to sort of sit on the other side of the desk and to kind of help other people with their creativity. I think I was a bit burnt out, so it was lovely to make a bit of a change and to work with lots of different people. That was, again, stimulating. And I think they were incredibly responsive to me because I could talk their language, if you know what I mean. Instead of, I could be quite specific about what I would suggest to them musically. I could be very specific. But also I could sort of empathise with how they were feeling. So it's a kind of psychology as well. So yeah, I learned a lot about, from being the other side. And I think it's helped me now in my sort of, again, in my creativity, So
if you just, I'm sorry.
Knowledge is a good thing.
If you just tuned in, we're talking to Nick Feldman from Wang Chung. I don't know if you know this, Lou,
right,
but in 2019, Wang Chung recorded an album with a full orchestra behind some of their hits, and I checked out a couple of tracks, a couple of videos. It is awesome.
Oh, thank you, man. It's something we're very proud of. That came out of the blue, actually, that this record company approached us. They were Wang Chung fans, and they said, "You fancy doing an orchestral album with the Prague Philharmonic?" And we were like, "Yes." So they were very kind of accommodating, and we kind of put it all together pretty quickly, actually. And we went to Prague and hung out with the orchestra, and it was an amazing experience, and we're very proud of the results of it.
They went to Prague. They hung out with the orchestra. What are we doing? What are we doing with our lives
I
in
don't
here?
know. We're
Sitting in a studio.
Yeah, we're like children. We're not men.
You can't go wrong with violins, cellos, and oboes. You know what I'm saying?
I always say.
Yeah,
you know that.
So now, what are you working on right now?
It turned out good, and we'd love to, maybe do some orchestral shows, sort of, maybe next year sometime. There's a few other bands who have also done orchestral albums that we're friends with, so we thought maybe we could put together 2 or 3 or 4 acts with and share the same orchestra and do a kind of multi-band orchestral show. It could be a lot of fun.
I've just never heard of it, like an 80s band with an orchestra behind them. I mean, The Who and the Moody Blues, but this is a completely different turn, and I like it. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I'm glad.
Now,
that's good to know. Yeah, it works really well, I think. We were very pleasantly surprised at how well it worked, so I'm glad you think that.
What are you working on now, Nick? What's Wang Chung doing up right this minute?
Well, we're doing this Back to the Basement thing, which is very exciting. We've re-recorded Everybody Have Fun Tonight and changed the words to Everybody Stay Safe Tonight.
There you go.
We've done it's an exact sort of, it sounds exactly like the original except with different words. And we've got Valerie Day of New Shoes to sing some backups on it. So, and you're going to hear that on the Back to the Basement virtual concert on the 13th. And we've done a little video for that too, which is a lot of fun. But apart from that, we're putting together a sort of very comprehensive retrospective of everything we've ever done, plus a load of unreleased rarities and all sorts of stuff that we're going to be putting out later this year and into next year too. Jack, my partner in Wang Chung, has got a solo album that's out now, so he's working on that too. And then I've got a load of new stuff I'm going to be recording. So I'll either do that as a solo record, or if I can persuade Jack to kind of join me on it, maybe it'll be a new Wang Chung album of new material. We're sort of deciding what to do.
Okay, Nick, let me just...
Loads of touring and stuff, so lots going on.
Let me just... I don't take this as offensively as I think you might, but you guys are overachievers, okay? You're way, way, way overachievers.
He's telling you to calm down.
I know.
Think,
Just
Nick.
calm down, Nick. Jeez. We want to thank you for joining us for a couple minutes today, man.
About me, but I think they're a bit worried about me when I was younger. But thank God I had a bit of success. So that was
really, yeah, a little bit.
I got away with it.
Nick Feldman from Wang Chung, thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes this morning. We really appreciate it.
Nick.
My pleasure, my pleasure. And Wang Chung, and stay safe and Wang Chung tonight.
Okay, shall do. Take care.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.